to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. My name's Priscilla, and I'm a crone, and this is my friend Heather, and she's a crone, as you can see. Welcome today. We appreciate you all being here. Hi, Gertrude, Lisa Rhodes, White Dragon. Welcome. Thank you for coming, you guys. I wonder what happened to... I don't know that there's anything odd, Lisa. I haven't noticed anything on YouTube strange today, but then I find YouTube strange every day. Maybe it's just me. We hope you guys enjoyed our basic crystal grid show on Saturday. That was kind of fun, and we had fun doing the grids. And then, of course, we had the wonderful Allie Martin on Sunday. So if you get a chance, go back and watch that if you weren't here to watch it, because it's always fun with Allie.
Yes.
Oh, good. Well, let's move on to cards. Today we're going to talk about the psychology of colors. And it's actually going to be one of our longer shows because there was so much information out there I couldn't cut any of it out. So that's going to be... the sound is really low. Let's see if this helps. Nope. Does that help at all? I don't know why the sound is low. Is it low for anybody else, or is it just White Dragon? Can you let me know, please, chat? Because we are up and up.
So but we will try to speak louder.
But we can speak a little bit louder.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to cards and see what Heather's cards are going to say for us today.
Yeah, we'll see what where we're at. Still
it's
low?
Low.
Huh.
Oh, my goodness. Let me see if I can do something with the mic.
Yeah, I'll just pick up the cards and see while you're doing that.
Okay, and it's still low? You can hear okay, Susie. Low for Gertrude as well. What's going on here? We are on the highest. The only thing I can think of to do is unplug it and plug it back in, but then we'll have to go away and then come back.
You can hear. Low for you too. Okay, am I talking loud enough if I speak up?
Okay.
Because I tend to talk softly. So, okay.
You're going to have, I'm sorry, we're just going to have to deal with it for this show because I don't know how to turn it up unless I can turn up the TV. Let me see if I can turn up the TV. I think that just gives us...
No, I don't think that's going to do anything.
That's them.
It is louder.
Is this getting louder? It's very strange.
Very strange.
Okay.
Maybe it's hooked on the TV somehow.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, sound good. Okay. We are...
Hey, warrior girl. Thank you.
We are sitting in the middle. It's us with the mediumship. And sometimes our caretaker gets in the way of what we're trying to do with our mediumship. In the meantime, our spirit has all the knowledge.
Can you push them up a little?
Yes, I will, but I have another one up here yet. So we have divinity. We still have, spirit has all the knowledge. I'll move that up a little bit so you can see it better. And of course, we have the feline energy waiting on the side, and if we use that, and we know that we are worthy. So basically, when we're doing the mediumship, we are so careful of being the caretaker and not saying what we shouldn't say, that sometimes we don't say what we should say. So sometimes it gets in the way of, and it's not just mediumship, it's everything that we do. If you're a psychic or if you're a card reader, sometimes because you're actually a caretaker, especially on one-on-one, you may want to try to say things differently. And it's not always the right thing. Everything that we get is divine. Our body knows it's divine. And so does our spirit, because we know Our spirit has all the knowledge. We just need to tap into it. Sometimes all we have to do is wait for a few minutes, like a cat waiting to pounce. Just wait for a few minutes and the right way to say something will come to you. And that way you are being both worthy to your spirit and your mentorship, but also to your caretaker. And so you overcome the caretaker and and say what you need to say, even though in a way that is able to be said without hurting. Okay?
Right.
So sometimes it's just a matter of waiting to see what they're telling us, to be able to put it in a way that caretaker doesn't get in the way. Okay?
All right.
Okay.
Hi, Spirit Watcher Suzanne. Welcome. Somebody, Lorraine Morris. Hi, welcome. We appreciate you being here today. So we're going to talk about the psychology of color and how it impacts our moods, our feelings, and behaviors. In 1666, Sir Isaac Newton, remember him? Discovered that when pure white light passes through a prism, it separates into all visible colors. He also found that each color is made up of a single wavelength and cannot be separated any further into other colors. The color produced by light is a kind of energy. This energy affects us physiologically as well as psychologically. The central nervous system is the main control center of our actions, and depending on how the brain is stimulated, a person can be rendered happy, sad, angry, or anxious. Of all the forms of nonverbal communication, color is the most instantaneous method of revealing messages and meanings. Emotional reactions associated with color are spontaneous. The response, often due to the perception of color rather than the color itself, may be positive or negative.
Yep, color creates powerful psychological and physiological effects. The psychological effects are sensed in the mind. You know, you see a color, you automatically feel something. It's in your mind that you're feeling it. Whereas the physiology is affecting something that in the body. Like when you see blue, you just calmly relax a little bit.
Or you see red and you wince.
And you wince, exactly. So each of us may react differently to the same color based on our previous experiences or the learned behavior that we got with it.
Or our backgrounds or culture.
Exactly.
Because I was thinking, you know, I think it's the Japanese wear red at weddings and we wear white. So
Right.
It would mean different things.
And when my daughter had an Indian wedding, she was in red because brides wore red, whereas here they wear white. So it's just a difference in what you're used to, how you're brought up. But color affects our moods and our feelings regarding space. Like the light and cool colors, such as blue, green, and violet, they seem to expand space. And the dark, warm colors, like yellow, orange, and red, seem to close in a little bit.
That's true.
But it affects the eye's perception of weight and size differently. Dark and bright colors seem heavier than the light and cool colors, but in fashion, the dark and those intense colors, they seem to slim you down. They make you look better and don't look as heavy as when you're wearing light colors. I don't understand that. Anyway, so it affects a person's perception on temperature too. If you walk into a red room, you automatically feel a little bit warmer. And walking in from outside in the sun into a blue room, the temperature can be the same, but it feels different.
It sure does.
So it's
does.
different. So it can cause feelings of boredom or calmness or stimulation and liveliness. And the colors can affect how we react to sounds, tastes, odors, and time perceptions. Colors can improve the rate of recovery for sick people. I mean, they like to have cool, bright colors for somebody who's running temperatures and not feeling well to help brighten up their how they feel. Have you ever seen a dark hospital room?
No,
I haven't.
but I never felt good in a hospital. I don't care what color the room is.
I just noticed, that's all. But they can improve the rate of recovery. The primary colors like red, blue, and yellow, black, and white, because they're all considered the primary element. Then you've got secondary colors, which are mixtures of one and the other to be something else and something else, and or even secondary colors where you take a primary color and add it to the color that you've already got, the secondary, and it changes it. Anybody who's done a color wheel in art class knows what I'm talking about. Because you're just adding a little bit more of everything to get them different. It's like dividing them up in a book or something. But you know what I'm talking about. Now, the color psychology of red, now that's
mine.
I'm sorry, you can have it.
The color psychology of red. It's a primary color. It's warm and it's related to our root chakra. In color psychology, red provokes the strongest emotions of any color. I'm sure that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Red is considered the warmest and most contradictory of all the colors. It is linked to passion and love as well as anger and power. Because of its long wavelength, red is one of the most visible colors in the color spectrum, second only to yellow. Its ability to instantly grab people's attention is the reason why it's often used to warn people of impending danger. Think stop signs, sirens, fire engines, and red traffic lights. It's used to convey danger in a non-literal way. In the red, meaning financial loss, or red flag to indicate when something is wrong with a person or a situation. It symbolizes action, strength, energy, and passion. And the effects are good, grabs your attention, motivates, stimulates, cautions. Its positive attributes are sexuality, courage, desire, and confidence. And the negative is anger, danger, revenge, and aggression. And then we have our red crystals that are grounding and rejuvenating, stimulating our inner fire, and those would be just a few: red jasper, ruby, or garnet.
Mm-hmm. And when you're looking at the psychology for orange, it's a secondary and a warm color, and it's associated with the sacral chakra. It exudes warmth and joy and is considered a fun color that provides emotional strength. It's optimistic and lifting, and it adds spontaneity and positivity to life, and it encourages social communication and creativity. You know, it's a bright color, makes you want to move. So it symbolizes things like emotion, youth, optimism, and enthusiasm. And some of its effects is that it encourages, it uplifts, stimulates, and communicates. Some of the positive attributes are that it encourages spontaneity, creativity, warmth, and positivity. And some of the negative areas would be exhibitionism or superficiality.
We saw a lot of that this weekend at Fantasy Fest. Lots of exhibitionism going on.
Impatience, domination, me first, that kind of stuff. And of course there are the orange crystals that amplify creativity, sexuality, and the courage to act. Things like orange carnelian, orange calcite, and goldstone.
I don't know what goldstone is. Interesting.
It kind of looks like gold.
Obviously.
Yep.
The color psychology of yellow. It's a primary color with warmth and the solar plexus chakra. The color of happiness and optimism. Yellow is cheerful and energetic. It brings fun and joy to the world. It inspires thought and curiosity and boosts enthusiasm and confidence. It symbolizes happiness, optimism, positivity, and intellect. It affects It clarifies, inspires, amuses, and energizes. Its positive attributes are creativity, perception, mentality, and warmth. And the negative is cowardice, deception, egotism, and caution. Oh yeah, we know the caution flags.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how many have guessed
And the
what
yellow,
song.
I'm sorry, what?
I was wondering how many had guessed at whatever song the stones were you're going to name.
I imagine they know exactly what I'm going to name.
Mm-hmm.
Citrine, amber, and yellow fluorite promote optimism, good health, happiness, and new beginnings.
Exactly. And then, of course, you have green. Everybody loves green. It's cool. It's a secondary. It's associated with your heart chakra. And it's the color of harmony and health. Green is a generous, relaxing color that revitalizes our body and mind. It balances our emotions and leaves us feeling safe and secure. I don't know why more rooms aren't that color, but it does go in with teal, which we did talk about that on Sunday and how beneficial it is. It symbolizes things like harmony, safety, growth, and health. It affects, revitalizes, and it balances, it relaxes, and it encourages. As far as positive attributes, it encourages generosity and hope and prosperity and luck. And under the negative attributes, you have judgmental, like green-eyed dragon, envy, materialism, or inexperience. So amongst those greenish gems that help us grow and love in wealth and prosperity are jade, adventurine, and emeralds.
I love green.
Mm.
When I lived in England, I had a bedspread that was a light green and a dark green. I think there was some gray or silver in it. And I decided to paint our bedroom what I thought was the lighter color. When we got the lighter color on the wall, it was really dark. But you know what? I slept better in that bedroom than any bedroom I've ever slept in before or since. It
Cool.
was beautiful. I mean, it matched, the bedspread and stuff. But it was so nice and dark in there that you could really sleep easily.
Yeah.
Like I said, I slept better in that bedroom than any other.
And she had to have curtains on her windows to keep out the light.
Yes, I did. I definitely needed blackout curtains when I first moved there.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was light at 11 o'clock at night. How do you go to sleep when the sun's shining?
I know.
It was tough.
I remember summers like that.
Anyway, the next color is blue, a cool primary color that is the throat, related to the throat and the third eye chakra. It's the color of trust and loyalty. It has a calming and a relaxing effect on our psyche that gives us peace and makes us feel confident and secure. It symbolizes security, trust, loyalty, responsibility, and it protects, calms, relaxes, and supports. Positive attributes are confidence, peace, honesty, and reliability. The negative, conservative, passive, depressed, and predictable. And the beautiful blue crystals that help us clarify and communicate our thoughts while awakening our higher consciousness: aquamarine, lapis lazuli, and sodalite. I love all three of those.
Yep.
I love blues.
I love
Definitely
purple
love
too,
blues.
and that's the next one.
That's exactly what it felt like, Epiphany. Sleeping in a dark forest. It was just
Yeah.
lovely.
A safe one.
Yes.
It makes a difference. So the color purple is a cool secondary color, and it's the color of our crown chakra. It's the color of spirituality and imagination. And it inspires us to divulge our innermost thoughts, which enlighten us with wisdom and who we are, and encourages spiritual growth. It's also a color that we think of when we think of royalty or nobility and luxury. We think of purple.
Yeah,
So-
that deep, dark purple.
Yep. It symbolizes spirituality.
Or your table cover.
That's right. mystery, royalty, and imagination. It affects things like it helps us enlighten, inspires us, uplifts us, and encourages us. Its positive attributes are compassion, fantasy, wisdom, creativity. I mean, when think about it, if you've drawn fairies, aren't they usually in a purple or a pink costume?
They sure are.
Yeah.
Yeah, purple's one of our favorite colors too.
Yeah.
As you can see, purple shirt, sort of purple pink for me today.
On the negative side, it sometimes indicates sensitivity or somebody who's very vigilant or immature or emotional. But when we're trying to bring the balance and inspiration and strength into our lives, we try to go to the purple stones like amethyst,
Lepidolite.
thank you. She said it differently than I said, so I couldn't say it. Lepidolite and
How do you say
tanzanite.
it?
I had a different accent.
How do you say it though? I don't know which one's right.
Lepidolite, and you say epidolite.
Lepidolite.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. I don't know.
Whatever it was.
Hi, Viviane. Wonderful to see you here, love.
Right.
Amethyst, lepidolite, and tanzanite. They're all beautiful stones. I love them. Then there we come to, of course, my favorite color, obviously, is pink. The color psychology of pink is it's warm, a secondary color related to our heart chakra, and is the color of love and compassion. We love that. Pink is kind and comforting, full of sympathy and compassion, and makes us feel accepted. Symbolizes compassion, love, femininity, playfulness, and effects are sympathizing, calms, nurtures, comforts. Positive aspects are kindness, warmth, romance, and intuition. And the negative is emotional, timid, immature, unconfident. And the crystals that open and heal the heart chakra, promoting peace and compassion, rose quartz, morganite, and rhodonite. And you have to remember that it's love, kindness, and femininity. It stands for love, kindness, and femininity. And also T-Mobile and the Barbie doll.
Mm-hmm. And we hate to say goodbye to you, Warrior Girl.
Bye, Warrior Girl. Check you next time. Have a great one.
And then you have all the browns. They're warm, they're secondary, and they deal with the root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras. And they are the color of stability and reliability, which makes sense since that's what we're rooted on, stability. So it helps us stay grounded, inspires us to appreciate the simple things in life. It symbolizes things like reliability, stability, honesty, and comfort. Its effects are that it simplifies, protects, grounds, and stabilizes.
Definitely grounding.
Mm-hmm. Positive, it helps us to appreciate things, for supportive things, wisdom, dependability, kind of like the chocolate M&Ms. You know they're going to be chocolate. You know they're going to melt in your mouth and not your hand. You know. Unlike Godiva, which melts everywhere.
It melts everywhere. And it's so delicious and nutritious.
Yeah. But the negative aspects of it are that sometimes it's very boring, or it's dull, or it's timid, or it's predictable.
Yeah, I had a brown MGB and it was boring. An MGB needed to be
Something else.
something else, not brown.
So anyway, the crystals that help us promote stability and security and strength are things like the smoky quartz, bronzonite, and leopard skin jasper.
Does anybody have anything to do with bronzite? I've never heard of it before. I had to look it up because I am not familiar with that. Whoops. And then we have black. Mystery, elegance, timeless, and classic. The color psychology of black, it's a cool primary color. Although I don't quite understand how it can be primary when it's all the colors together.
Well, you know,
Affects your root chakra. I know. It's the color of power and sophistication. Black is an incredibly strong and intimidating color that exudes authority and makes us feel secure and protected and slimming. That's what we've always been told.
Love wearing black.
Yeah,
yes.
we do too, Viviane. Black is the most color in my wardrobe for sure.
It used to be mine. Yeah.
Okay, so it symbolizes protection, power, elegance, and sophistication. It affects or mystifies, seduces, and intimidates. The positive aspects are formality, strength, prestige, and authority. Negative is depression, sadness, pessimism, and dominance. And the crystals, the lovely black crystals that we use for stability and protection and to expel negativity, black tourmaline, obsidian, and shungite.
I remember that when my folks were looking for, the car, you could either have, a Cadillac or a Ford made Lincoln, and they're either black or white. That's it.
That was it?
That was it.
Back
when
in
they
the
were
olden,
looking.
back in the olden days.
Yeah. Back in my olden days, yeah. It's black or white, and if you really wanted elegance, then it better be black.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Susie says black is her go-to as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're a lot of us like that.
But I like to wear red too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the color psychology of gray is cool, secondary, and it's a root chakra. And the color is comprised and it's controlled. It gives the sense of something being modern or youthful. It's a neutral and conservative and unemotional. It has a peaceful, relaxing, and soothing. The neutrality is what I see in the brand new cars that are all gray. I'm going, oh. They're new because they're gray, and they're kind of a brownish gray.
They're not very attractive, this
No,
new gray that's out there. I hope we don't offend anybody with a gray car.
But
ours is silver.
Yes.
High spirit messenger,
Silver was
Sheila.
okay. Anyway, it symbolizes compromise and neutrality and control and practicality. And it's some of its effects are that it stabilizes, it calms, it relaxes and soothes everything. It's a very calming, very neutral.
It is.
Mm-hmm. So under positivity, it's reliable. It ensures maturity and intellect and being conservative. On the negative side, it can be seen as being pessimistic, sad, indecisive, or unemotional. Just kind of bleh.
Yeah.
But then we like to use the gray crystals for grounding and protecting and stabilizing and expelling negativity. Things like hematite and smoky quartz and petrified wood. Hematite. Sorry.
Hematite. You know what hematite is.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Where are we?
White.
Are we on white?
Yep.
Where's white? There's
15.
white. I found white. Too many pages today, you guys. There's a ton of them. Okay. The color psychology of white. Virginal. Order, purity, perfection. Cool, primary, related to the crown chakra. A true balance of all colors in the color of purity and innocence. It provides hope and clarity and promotes open-mindedness and self-reflection.
Thus the apple.
Thus apple.
Computer.
Symbolizes cleanliness, purity, innocence, and perfection. Yeah, if you've ever opened an Apple product, it's all white and it's all beautifully done. Everything's so perfectly made. Its effects refreshes, balances, purifies, and simplifies. And the positive aspects are goodness, hope, clarity, and openness. The negative is boring, cold, empty, and distant. And the crystals connect us with the spiritual realm and purify negative energies. Moonstone, opal, selenite, and white crystal, or clear quartz, excuse me.
So now we look at the colors and the consumerism. Consumerism. Because everybody has their own colors for things, obviously. The colors preferences, from the clothes you wear to the car you drive, can sometimes make a statement about how you want other people to see you. For instance, white, it feels fresh and clean, and the color is often used to evoke a sense of youth and the cutting edge, like the Michelin Man or the Gap or the Lego or Starbucks. They're all in a white background. And then you have black, and it's a power color, and it's the most popular color for luxury vehicles. Yep. People often describe the color as sexy, powerful, mysterious, and even ominous. Now, I remember feeling like it was ominous when there was a show on, not The Fix. I'm trying to remember what it was. The guy's bald. Anyway, it rolled down the black window, and there he was, an ominous man. It was really
I have no
weird.
idea what show you're talking about.
I don't know about which it either. I don't remember names terribly. Of course, silver is the third one. Everybody loves the third one because it's a link to a sense of innovation, and it's often linked with things that are modern and cutting edge and just right on the line. Do we have any silvers up there?
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
Apple has the silver up there, and the Times, and Honda, and Nike, and Puma.
Right.
And I think that's CNN, too. I'm not
Yep.
sure.
And then you have the red. Red is a bold, attention-getting color. So preferring this type of car might mean you want to project an image of power, action, and confidence. You're somebody to contend with.
Well, look at all the reds. You got
Yeah.
Kellogg's, Coke,
Avis, Ace,
Exxon,
CNN,
Target, Canon.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Lego even.
A
Lego's
lot of
black
red.
and red, yeah.
Yep. And then you've got blue. People often describe blue as the color of stability and safety. Driving a blue car or SUV might indicate that you're dependable and you're trustworthy. Like HPs and Oreos, Oral-B, Lowe's, you know, they all pick their colors.
Pfizer, Vimeo,
Mm-hmm.
Lowe's, Dell.
And then yellow. According to experts, driving a yellow vehicle means that you're a happy person in general and perhaps a bit of a risk taker. And I think about the school bus drivers and I'm going, yeah, risk taker, yep. I know how it was when they were driving school buses for my kids. So color psychology is the study of how color affects your behavior, your mood, and the impression on others. Research shows that colors can greatly affect our moods and the way other people respond to us.
Wait.
Is that a past page? Yep, it is.
Yes, it is. You're going to have to wait a minute. So, some random research facts. Research has shown in many cases that mood-altering effects of color may only be temporary. A blue room may initially cause feelings of calm, but the effect dissipates after a short period of time. I didn't know that. I wonder if that works with all the calming colors. In another study, warm-colored placebos were reported as more effective than the cool-colored placebos. That's odd. And blue-colored streetlights can lead to reduced crime according to anecdotal evidence. Red causes people to react with greater speed and force, something that might prove useful during athletic activities. And black uniforms are more likely to receive penalties. Additionally, students were more likely to associate negative qualities with a player wearing a black uniform. Who knew?
Yeah, but you know, when I think about it, the people in the dark colors, they got more penalties called.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
Exposing students to the color red prior to an exam has been shown to have a negative impact on test performance. Remember that, students. Don't look at red before you're going to take a test.
It distracts you.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting? After Hours with Willow. She says, when I was younger, I had a red sweater I loved, but every time I wore it, I always had someone wanting to start an argument or a fight.
Well, that's called
Wow.
reaction.
Hi, running away from home. Lovely to see you. Hi, MJ420. Okay, now you can read your...
So, according to EEGs, can't say it, and pulse measuring systems, men and women react differently to colors. So, if you're a man and wearing red, it's going to react differently than a female wearing red.
Well, I have noticed men tend to like the orange red, or the yellow red, I guess you'd call it, rather than the blue red, which I definitely prefer the blue red to a yellow red.
It's a little bit, to me, it's a little bit cooler, but I also found that males didn't like it when I was wearing bright colors. They would back off. That's not those are power colors are not inviting colors for them. However, if you're in the everyday work area and you are competing against men, you darn well better have those power colors, because nobody will see you.
I think it is interesting how the difference in gender. I'd like to know more about that, actually, gender and color. Yeah,
Wonder if it's brain.
It could be. Thing.
It could be. So anyway, when a color is transmitted from the eye to the brain releases a hormone affecting the emotions, your mind clarity, and energy levels. Also remember, everything that you grew up with is going to affect your reactions to those colors.
And your culture, too.
Everything you grew up with. So warm colors such as red, yellow, and orange can spark a variety of emotions, ranging from comfort and warmth to hostility and anger. I mean, if you grew up with a warm fire to go home to all the time, then that'd be a nice color to come home to, because it feels warm.
Yeah, sure.
But if it's like that red sweater and you're always out into a fight with them, you don't want red.
That's for sure.
So, So while cool colors such as green, blue, and purple often spark feelings of calmness, as well as sometimes... They say sadness, I say melancholia, because you remember some things. You get a little bit blue. It's a little bit reminiscent of things. It's like when you're looking at a beautiful picture in the snow, a snowscape, and it feels real cold and you don't want to be there, but it's beautiful. The blues in it and the whites, it's gorgeous, but I don't want to be there. So experts have found that while color can have an influence on how we feel and act all the time, and the color effects are subject to personal, cultural, and situational factors and experiences. So
interesting. I love MJ420. Girlfriend, you're after my heart. She hadn't bought anything red since 2016. I so get that.
I get that.
I love that.
I think the latest black thing I bought had wine glasses, and it was New Year's shirt with glasses and party stuff on it. The black made it stand out, so it wasn't the black you saw; it was all the party things.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's evocative as smells. Yes,
That's
it
right.
is.
Spiritually, the colors of your aura definitely indicate various illnesses within the body, and so can smell. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think colors is as evocative as smells.
Yeah, I know that my breath since I've been sick has been awful. Really, when I wake up in the morning, I'm going, ugh. I can't wait till I'm completely well, so I don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
I hate that. But
who would like a card?
Yeah.
We'll each do cards today. We really hope that you enjoyed that on color, because
we were surprised how much it was.
We were surprised, and it's so much there. Yes, I can smell cancer too. I can smell death, and I can smell cancer. I think that's from my nursing days. You bet, Viviani. You're number one, girl.
You really, yeah, I believe you. There are sometimes when you just know something isn't right just by the smell. And even the color of somebody's face can tell you. You know, then
Well, I'll tell you something interesting about smells that's happened to me recently. My ferritin was low, so I started taking iron, and about a couple of weeks in, I noticed a really odd smell to my sweat. I work out 3 days a week with a personal trainer, and I remember telling her, "Stand back, I stink." And it was the iron in the vitamin I was taking. So I actually had to quit taking it because I couldn't stand
Broke
the
your
smell
heart,
of
didn't
myself.
It was awful.
It was disgusting, but it was iron. Has anybody else ever noticed that iron makes their sweat smell? It was horrible.
Yeah,
So I no longer do it.
I have a feeling we need to catch up on who wanted cards.
Just Lorraine. I've got Viviane and Lorraine, and After Hours Willow, and I will add Epiphany. I don't think I missed anybody else.
We have Amanda Carroll.
Amanda? Okay. Sorry about that.
And NJ 420.
I'm glad you caught it. Okay, let's go for Viviane.
Okay, Viviane.
I did it again.
We hate it when we do that. It's so far to the fore. Well, you have the door to personal healing and happiness, and that's a wonderful card to have. So things are going to start getting much, much better for you. You're going to feel better, and because of that, you'll be a lot happier, and vice versa. It builds, so it's great.
I love this. I did not hallucinate that smell. After infusion for iron, I smelled for days. Amen, MJ. I totally understand. It was horrible. And yes, Willow, you're absolutely right.
Yep.
You can move that. And I've got Viviane. My home is a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, and protection. Ooh, beautiful.
Nice. And I'm going to hold it up a little bit so you can see more.
Isn't that lovely? These are crystals that's showing on the edges, like our crystal points.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Okay, After Hours with Willow is next.
After Hours. I would love to, just as soon as I'm back up to speed.
Yep.
And then
I'll be taking my dog on a walk in a bit. You take children's vitamins. Maybe I should go to children's. Huh.
Okay, let's see.
This is for Miss Willow. I free myself from critical thoughts towards my body and my worth. And remember, these are little mantras, affirmations. You can say these over and over. I free myself from critical thoughts towards my body and my worth. That's a beautiful one.
And you have the goddess of the moon. That's intuition and going within yourself behind you.
Oh, I love that.
She's standing right with you when you're doing that. Don't be afraid to go in. Trust your intuition. Okay?
Beautiful. Miss Lorraine is next. Thank you, Amanda.
Okay.
Hi, Juno. Lovely to see you.
And this is Lorraine. And I pulled the card that's called Adjacent Possibilities. It means there's lots of possibilities popping up for you, and you're just going to have to make some decisions as to which ones you want to go to. Because unfortunately, you haven't got time for all of them. So pick the ones that you like the best. The ones that'll give you the most joy, that's how to pick. Okay?
I pulled There is Medicine in My Shadow. Our shadow work heals us. Don't be afraid of the shadow work.
Yeah.
It hurts, but it's for the best. and you feel so much better after.
Exactly. It's worth what you go through to relieve yourself of that pain.
Yes, it is definitely worth it. I say that when I'm not going through it at the moment. If you know what I mean. The next is Epiphany. We got plenty of time, Juno.
Well, Epiphany, it looks like you're going to meet somebody who's very smart. She's holding a coin. That means that she's doing well on her own. She knows what she's doing. She may be there to give you advice, or she may be there just to help you along.
Nice.
You never know. And it could be just a chance meeting, and you may only meet her once. You know, you just got to talking, but you picked up some things when she was talking. And that may be what they're talking about. So keep on the lookout.
Juno, come walk my dog, please. I got my inner compass knows the way. And I know your inner compass is strong, Epiphany. Keep listening to it, love. Amanda's next.
Amanda.
Willow, we're surrounding you in unconditional love, unity consciousness, and divine healing light. And we're sealing you in that like a little burrito. Hope you like burritos. This is an energetic burrito.
Yes. And it continues on even after we've stopped.
Absolutely.
Yes.
This is for Amanda. Do you know you have a Catahoula too? I forgot about that. That is so cool.
Okay, so for
Amanda,
it's the card is indecision, which means you're not really sure which
Don't move.
direction you want to go yet. You're still weighing the pros and cons. There's some really good ideas there, but like I said to the other person, when you're making your choices, make sure it's with your heart, what you love doing. Not necessarily because it's going to pay you the most money, because that won't be rewarding. What's rewarding is doing what you love with your heart.
absolutely.
And keep going with that. Okay?
Wow, these popped up odd. Okay. What did I do?
Mixed them up,
Oh, there's another.
but good?
I mixed them up really good.
Okay.
Hang on a second, Amanda.
We can wait.
Okay. Oh, my home is a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, and protection. There it is with the crystals, the sage, a candle, and flowers. Beautiful.
Yep.
MJ 420. Juno, when does your friend move in? This is for MJ.
MJ, I've got, it says financial constraints, but I just think that means that when your friend does move in, it takes
Wait a
more.
minute. This is for MJ 420. This is not for Juno.
Oh, not for Juno. If her friend's not moving in.
This has nothing to. That has
Okay.
nothing to do with MJ.
Well, that's what I drew for her. I guess I could draw another one. See if there's something else then. I must have got them mixed up. Sorry about that.
Before Christmas. Oh, good. Okay. MJ, I pulled I am ready. Thank you. Are you ready?
For whatever's coming.
Are you ready for whatever's coming? She's beautiful. That's really, you can't really see that, but it's beautiful. It's the moon, and she's just letting go in front of the moon. I love it.
Are you going out with a group of people? I mean, into a large crowd? Because that's what I'm seeing. as you're going to a party or doings together with something, and there's somebody there that has some advice for you. And it may just start out with buying drinks around or something like that. I don't know. But it strikes me as being a party. Somebody that you don't normally associate with is there and says hello and says a few words, and there's something worthwhile for you to hear.
Why don't you put up the link, Juno? Elimination portal. Interesting. Okay, Juno's next. Did we get everybody? I have Juno as the last. What
Well,
about
I have to
Susie?
get Juno. I have to get Juno.
Juno's next.
Yes, that's what I said. I have to get her.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. This is the Archangel Camus. He's the third chakra. It has to do with your life force and your desires. And he's standing right behind you, helping you with everything you want to do. So you've got help standing behind you to help. So all that work that you're doing.
Juno, you are surrounded by archangels all the time.
So you've got people helping you.
That's lovely. I allow stillness to heal and reveal. Let's see if I can get that better. I allow stillness to heal and reveal. And she's got the moon behind her.
Especially after long talks.
Especially after long talks. Okay. Did I get that?
Yes.
I know, me too,
You
Juno.
always are.
Me too. So, hi, Suzanne. Hello, I'm Harmony. What can you tell me?
Okay.
I don't know. Let's pull
We'll
you
draw
a card and we'll
Find
see.
out.
Change is coming for all of us. We need to hold on tightly to each other, especially those who love you. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. And this is a good channel because everybody here is so positive and sending so much love out that we need to hold on to each other to make sure we don't get lost.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right. Conscious eating nourishes me is what I got for Miss Harmony, Suzanne Harmony. Conscious eating nourishes me.
I think there's someone else too.
Sweet and salty, we can do you. It's okay.
You caught us.
You caught us.
And this was who?
Harmony.
Harmony, because
Suzanne Harmony.
you also have the third angel, Archangel, sitting at your back, helping you with all the work that you are
Wow.
doing. With a lot of the energies. He's there. Sometimes when you run out of energy, he's the one supplying you with the energy you need to finish. Okay?
Lovely.
He's supporting you that much. So he's there.
In Harmony, I got, my community is supportive, loving, and active in the world. Can you believe that? Of course you can, running away from home. This is just so appropriate for today. My community is supportive, loving, and active in the world. And we are active, this entire community.
Yep.
Shining our lights, sending out love and light with everything we do.
Okay, and there were two more that was running away from home, and who else?
Sweet and Salty is
Sweet
next.
and Salty is next. Well, that one actually fell out. So, the garden and the gate. You're perfectly right on where you are now, and you're doing very well. The question you've got for yourself is, do you want to expand and go out into the garden gate and go for more? Or are you perfectly happy where you are?
Oh, lovely.
It's just a decision that you can make, and you don't have to leave, and you don't have to stay. It's whatever you decide you want. Which is it that you want? Do you want to go on out, or do you want to just stay right where you are, very comfortable? So it doesn't matter what you decide. The choice is yours.
I got another conscious eating. Conscious eating nourishes me. That's for you, sweet and salty. Looks like figs and blueberries and kale
Yeah.
and raspberries. Oh.
Well, we look forward to doing it. We do try to laugh. So we hope that you will laugh with us.
And next is running away from home.
Yep.
Your mudra videos are wonderful.
Yes.
And I like running away from home. I need to sit down and binge watch a bunch of them. I'm only catching them here and there. We've had a really busy last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Slowing down now. Thank you.
Yeah, it has to.
I understand you.
We
now.
have to.
Yeah, I believe you work 40 to 60 hours a week. Your videos are incredible. Aw. This is
Okay.
running away from home. Love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. And remember, these are little mantras. You can say these affirmations anytime you want. Love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. And you see she has the moon and all its different angles down her spine.
Right.
Beautiful.
And this is the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel.
Woo.
And she's standing behind you, and she deals with your intuition, your spirituality, all of your connections above. She's there helping you with all of those things. Don't be afraid to reach out. All you have to do is ask. She's there. Okay?
I have to say I'm with you, Willow. Kale's terrible.
Well,
I
don't
can
know.
have it baby, but anything other than baby kale.
And we did like the kale that was dried with the stuff on it.
Oh yeah, it's really good with what is it?
It's fake
Yeast.
cheese.
No, it's
brewer's yeast or
not
something?
brewer's yeast.
It's a yeast.
What's it called? The yeast that tastes like cheese. You can dry the kale and put this powder on it. I can't think of the name,
They're really good.
but it is delicious.
It's like having cheesy chips.
Yep. Okay, let's do a card for the collective.
Okay, card.
And let's see, we're going to, the Saturday show, we're going to talk about the rest of the chakras. Not the first 7, but the rest of them.
Yeah, we know what
22.
the 7 are.
We're going to go for the number 22.
Because that's what everybody seems to think is the end. And when you find out what the 22nd one is, you understand why that is the end.
Oh, wow.
You
Okay.
can't go any further.
That's good. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And Friday at 4:30, we're going to be on Sun Psychic Jean's channel. So Friday at 4:30 Eastern, Sun Psychic Jean's channel. And then Saturday's the 22 chakras. And then on Sunday, Heather Johnson from Indigo. Indigo Jaguar is going to be here. We're going to talk about talisman. You'll remember we did talismans and what's the A one? Amulets. And a couple of weeks ago, and now we're going to talk about the talismans and about our talismans with Heather. So that's going to be fun on Sunday, and that's 3 p.m. Eastern, our regular times. We love it when Sun Psychic Jean visits us too, but we're going to visit her this time. We decided, we talked to her last night, and we're going to go there.
Yeah, she wanted us to come in there, and we said gladly. So we did.
But then she's going to be on with us again, and
Yeah, we'll
next
go back
month.
and forth.
yeah, once a month she comes
Yeah.
on, so that's good. I want to live on whatever planet. Chocolate is the health food too.
Absolutely. It must be one of the food groups.
All by itself.
Uh-huh.
Dark chocolate.
And milk.
No.
No. I like milk. She likes dark.
Okay, I got Gabriel, Fish Chakra Gabriel. Blow our horns. Speak our truths.
Do what we need to do. Don't be afraid to. Your self-expression, don't be afraid to say what you mean. Speak your truth. You can't go wrong.
That's right.
And part of speaking your truth is sending out that love to everybody.
Yes.
So that's one of the things that we need to do, especially since the world needs it so badly.
That's right.
So we just need to send
These
out
crazy
more.
energies out, you guys. Please, 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 every day, send out your shining light. You all are all holding so much love inside, and we
Unconditional
see it in the
love.
chat room all the time. Send that unconditional love out there. Shine
Right.
your light. Speak your truth.
Unity consciousness. Remember, sometimes it just starts with one person at a time.
That's
Make
right.
somebody's day by smiling and saying hello.
Just one person at a time. That's
Yeah.
all it takes. But speak from here. You know, this is where it's all coming from. What it's all about.
Yeah.
So speak from your heart. Speak your truth. We love you. Thank you so much for being here. We're sending out
Absolutely.
lots of unconditional love, unity consciousness to all.
And thank you all for all the healing energy you've been sending for me.
Yes,
you.
thank you very much. It's very much appreciated, and it's working. She's getting better every single day. So thanks a lot for that. And we'll
Thank you.
see you on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, we hope. Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Namaste.
Sha